It's been brought to my attention that I'm apparently fucking weird. Which we already knew, but because I talking to my partner about the medications that I'm on for, bipolar and all that type of stuff. And when I was kind of describing that I can feel the medications, this broke her brain a little bit. So, because for me, when I say I can feel the medications, I can't. I'm on Seroquel, I'm on Intuitive, and I'm on Lamotrigine. The Seroquel and the Intuitive are mainly mood stabilizers. The Intuitive has a little bit of ADHD stuff in there as well. Fine, cool, awesome. And the way I would describe it, is that for some reason I see it in video game terms, which I'm a nerd, whatever. But so the Seroquel and the Intuitive feel like I am I'm when I hit the edges of them, I feel like I'm hitting that soft world border in a game that won't give you actual walls around the world, won't give you an actual a hard boundary, but will have a little misty, foggy, oh, you can't go this way any farther. And that's kind of what that feels like. And sometimes it feels like a blanket of fog just sitting over my life. It's some fucking Silent Hill fucking, the first one where everything was foggy because it solved the rendering distance issue. Cool, fun. The Lamotrigine, the Lamictal, that's the interesting one. Because what it basically does, as it's been described to me, is it creates a floor. And if you imagine that, here is the level where you are at risk of hurting yourself, here is the level that the Lamictal sits at. So the idea is that you never drop down to self-harm territory. And cool, awesome. I can physically feel that floor. Because in my heart, in my brain, it is a granite slab. It is a monolith. It's a reddish, pinkish in nature. It's generally flat. It's not worked smooth, but it's it's generally flat. It's almost like a paver, right? Where it's a little bit of texture, a little bit of roughness to it. There's some dirt that sits over it. But I can, if I think about it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can feel, I can hear it. And in my heart and my brain, I know that below that is the infinite nothingness. It is, I'm going to use a video game term again. If for those of you who play Minecraft, when you hit the bottom of the world, you hit bedrock. And then below that is just void and nothingness and death. That is what is below that granite slab for me. That floor. And as I'm describing this to my partner, first through text and then later on the phone, and she's just fascinated by this. By the idea that I can perceive with all of my senses this imaginary object. And in a roundabout way, it makes sense to me, because the things that we perceive, our world is, it's going to sound so existential and weird. When you boil it down, our world is not technically real. It is everything that we see, hear, touch, taste, feel. It's our brain taking those signals and putting it together to be something, right? And so, like, realize that all of these things are just our brain going, hey, this is what this is. This is what it's supposed to be. Boom, we know. And so by that logic, my brain understands that floor that the lamotrigine creates is a real thing. It is a tangible thing according to my brain. It's not a tangible thing according to, the actual, like, what's around me. But, yeah. And aside from realizing that, I'm hella weird, in a way that I didn't think was weird, but just the idea that my brain has created an object from nothingness based on my understanding of how a psychiatrist described how this medicine works. And that has been planted so deep into my brain, so core into my brain, that for all measurable purposes, it's real to me. Like, it's like I am the mime creating a new floor. I am Mr. Mime. Yeah. The nerds will get it. But yeah. And it makes me wonder, like, one, am I the only person who does this? Like, am I the only person who, even take out the medication end of it, am I the only person who has manifested a vision so real that according to my brain it is real? And then beyond that, is there a way to do it again with something else? And this is the part that I've been thinking about since last night, since we talked about it. Is that, like, because here's the thing, I've been on this medication for 8, maybe 9 years now. Maybe 8 or 9 years. I'd have to go back and look. And the medication's fine. Like, the medications that I'm on are good. Like, we found a good balance of the doses. I have to do blood tests every once in a while to make sure that, like, my various, like, vitamins and everything are where they're supposed to be. Vitamin D is always down, and that's, that it is what it is. But yeah, like, I don't see a problem with the fact that I can tangibly interact with the edges of my medication. Like, I think it's cool. And I especially like, one of the things I like too is that, like, I have the ability to understand better when I am becoming a danger to myself. Because, like, yesterday, I got really low. And I could feel cracks forming in that granite slab below me. And that was my warning sign of, I need to either right the ship, or I need to go and check myself in for a 72-hour hold and have my brother hold on to some hardware for me for a little bit. And so, like, that's an interesting thing because I have that tangible relationship with my medication like that. It allows me to know when there's a real problem in me, when I need to be concerned. But yeah, no, I mean, just, God, it makes me wonder, because, like, zoom out a little bit. One of the things that's fascinating, if you ever want to really, like, have a weird conversation with your friends, ask them to describe how they think. It's like, there are people who, like me, I think in objects and I think in voice. So, like, I can have a mental conversation with myself because I can hear my voice in my brain narrating stuff and doing stuff, and I can work back and forth with that. Or I can, like, you know, I can kind of like close my eyes and visually put myself in a room with myself. It's something I've been able to do since I was a kid. It's like, you know, the way I work through complex problems is I go into my mind palace and I sit down in a room with me, sometimes multiple of me, and we hash it out and we figure it out, and each part of me will take on a different angle of the problem and we'll fucking work it out, figure it out, and then come together. For the nerds out there, imagine, like anime nerds out there, imagine Naruto using Shadow Clone Jutsu to make 4 more of himself, and then the 5 of them having a powwow about whatever it is that's going on. And then when he's done, poof, all comes back together. It's all in his brain and he's good to go. But yeah, I mean, it, like, the brain is weird. Like, imagination is weird. The way our thoughts and our, like, the way we process stuff is so weird, so fascinating. And it's cool. It's kind of scary to think about, but it's cool because, like, as I'm talking about it, it makes me wonder if that's why some people have some of the issues they have, is because they have manifested whatever thing in their brain is causing problems for them, and they maybe don't understand how to interact with it. And I don't know, like, I'm just, like, I didn't even realize this was such a weird thing. Like, even as a kid, like, I learned how to, like, control myself in my dreams and do stuff in my dreams. Sometimes a little harder than others, but, like, yeah. But, like, it's, ooh. I may need to debate this some more. I think this may require follow-up conversations with my partner and with other stuff, because now my brain's just fucking cycling now. But yeah, no, that's definitely weird, definitely interesting, and I don't know. It's kind of funny how, like, everything about you seems normal to you until someone else points out how abnormal it is. I don't know.